Solitary. It's Lippy Witch, and we are on week 224, and we're talking about circles. And I don't mean like circles, but like the ritual circle. So, circles. What they are basically, at least nowadays, they can either be, depending on what you're using it for, I'm all over the place, I apologize. It could either be as a protection while you're doing your magic, or it can be to hold the magic in. And what is it called? Like cone of power. It concentrates that energy in that specific area, and either when the circle is opened, that energy disperses, or it goes to where it needs to go. Now, do I use circles? No, not really. I do find I have in the past, but it's not something I really use. I feel that any energy I'm creating is going to stay with me until I release it on my own. I don't need necessarily an invisible barrier to hold that energy in. I have myself to hold it in. Now, this is definitely not something many will agree with, but some might. Some, okay, like I've made it really clear, I'm not super into the ritual part of witchcraft. It's just not something I'm really into. Especially when most rituals take time and I don't have a lot of free time. Some will create that circle and maybe call the corners within it. They may decorate it with candles, herbs, crystals while they're in it. For many people, even though, some might use chalk to make a real physical circle around them, some may just have it imagined in their head where those boundaries are. And they can be used for a variety of ways, as I've already stated. But they aren't necessary. It's just what you as a practitioner would prefer in casting magic. I think circles are more beneficial on the protective aspect if you're trying to work on something and you feel like you're being psychically or magically attacked. I think that they would be more useful in that aspect. That's me personally. But circles are definitely something many witches use in their practice, and it's definitely a practice that's been around a long time. It's not just a new age thing. But, that's kind of my thought on circles. I could get more into it, but that would be a pretty long video. But I'm obviously very curious to know what my fellow collaborators have to say on this subject. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.